Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team is currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 hit games 2CD collection. You can find a link in the video description listing the entire directory structure of this archive. Here's what our diggers have for week 238. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply follow the Patreon link in the video description. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. First up, we have a team dig from Zed Supremus and Richard Ward, WINGAMES/arcade/FROCKS. I'm going to guess Falling Rocks, because, you know, FROCKS, Falling Rocks, I don't know, makes sense to me. We got file ID.dis, executable, help file, readme. What's the ID say? So this is Herman. Okay, what does that have to do with F and rocks? This game is a maze of rocks for Herman to move around. He must collect all of the flowers to get them to the next... Okay, I get it now. Flowers and rocks. If a rock falls on his head, he'll die, and you have to repeat that level. Why do I have a feeling I know what this is? Okay, so starting it up here, we've got a welcome screen. It says, game is a maze of rocks for Herman to move around, collect all the flowers, etc., etc. Not public domain. It's a free shareware program made by Carl Bailing? Something like that. He's also got different registration fees though. So $15, it's current version, $20 current version and an extra set of mazes, and $30 includes the full construction set. So basically spend double and you can make your own levels. Also $30 is a lot. Let's see if this is actually worth that. So Herman and the Falling Rocks. You know, I'm almost positive I've seen a game like this over on Clint's Lazy Game Reviews channel, or LGR, or however he goes by nowadays, if you're watching this in like the year 2034 or something like that. What's our about say? About same thing. Original concept from Stone Age. Isn't this like Boulderdash clone? If I'm remembering correctly. Keys help. That might be important. So we got the direction keys, or we could use the end, page down, page up, and home keys. Okay, I see what kind of... Wait, why? Okay, so basically you could use the arrow keys, or you could use the cursor positioning keys in the same way you would use the arrow keys. But like, I mean, that's... If you don't have arrow keys on your keyboard, chances are you don't have that section either. So that's almost kind of useless. Anyways, new game. You must first load maze. Okay then, load. And we just got set1.br, so we'll load that. And new game. Whoa. Okay, we got some sound effects. So I'm guessing us is that weird face thing at the top, making very disturbing noises as I move around. Okay, so I guess goal is get all the flowers. Yeah, this looks like it would be a Boulderdash type game. So the trick is don't let the rocks fall on you while enduring horrible screeching PC speaker sounds. Whoa, I just got a double input there. That's not that's not reassuring. But let's see here. Oh yeah, the rocks do fall. So I was never great at Boulderdash games, so it'll be interesting to see if I can actually like beat a level of this. Although I should probably get this stuff up here before I go into the next section. The next section has me worried, but I think I'll be okay. So just go like this. So how do I get those rocks to start moving then? Do I have to like push one out of the way, or... Because I'm gonna guess if I push one like this, and then move out of the way, and it moved me an extra time for some reason. Huh. Like, the physics are working a little differently than I expected them to, because you can see, like, there's that whole stack of boulders, like, right on top of each other. But if this were an actual Boulderdash game, then they'd be rolling off the edges of each other. Whereas here, it just seemed to, like, move straight down. Like, there doesn't seem to be any, angles to the movement. Okay, so are you ready for the next level? You ask it like a question, but all you have is an OK button instead of yes or no. Okay, so in this case here, I'm guessing I have to push the rock out of the way. Okay, first of all, that noise was disturbing, and second of all, what? I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Because if I push the rock, then, yeah, if I just go straight down, I also die. What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just realized something. Taking a second look at these instructions here for the keys. You have diagonal movement. That's not something I'm used to seeing in a Boulderdash game. So, yeah, because this is, at first I was thinking, like, maybe this was, like, using the cursor command area as, like, the same way you would the arrow keys, but then looking at those controls again, it's, like, clearly diagonals, and even says down and to the left and down and to the right and stuff like that. So, with that in mind, can we actually move diagonally and not die? Well, I guess there's the answer. Oh, well, that didn't help, though. So clearly there's some logic to not getting killed here. Yeah, because the rocks can't move diagonally, so that's almost kind of a cheat when you think about it, that you're able to move diagonally like that. But whatever. Also, I just noticed that some of the rocks already placed in the level are floating. This is a very weird Boulderdash clone. So yeah, that was Herman and the Falling Rocks. This is a very bizarre Boulderdash clone, just from the nature of the fact that it has a diagonal movement at all, which is just weird. And then just the whole nature of how the mazes are developed with those weird mechanics in mind. I don't know, this is just very strange. Like, it's not, I wouldn't say it's bad. Like, I mean, it clearly plays properly, and the puzzles clearly have some design put into it. It just doesn't feel natural, I guess. I don't know. It's just weird. That's all. Next up, from Michael Madsen, we have WINGAMES /puzzle3/CWDLX20. Definitely a crossword program of some kind, because CW, I'm guessing, stands for crossword, and DLX, I'm guessing, stands for deluxe. So, deluxe crosswords? Something like that? We got a lot of underscored files. Okay, so I'm guessing whatever this is, it's going to have to be installed first, because these files don't exist without the underscore. So file ID.dis say, must run install. Crosswords Deluxe. Okay, so guess that one right at least. Electronic crossword puzzle book with 4 display modes, font selection, print, and more. Okay. So, well, before we install it, let's just go to the order form, see how much they wanted for this. Registration fee, from the looks of it, is $20, which includes 1 free puzzle book. And then you can either buy an additional puzzle books for $7.50, any 3 for $20, 12 puzzle books for $60. Or a 12-month subscription for $60. Holy jeez. So apparently the guy's trying to make a killing just on the puzzles, and not so much the program. Actually, speaking of, who do we have to blame for this? Strategic Solutions. And apparently no specific author, which wouldn't surprise me, but I don't know, we'll see if this actually is any decent or anything. Let's run the installer. So, about to install Crossword Deluxe on your hard drive. Enter the path name. We will continue. Path name containing Microsoft Windows. You shouldn't need to ask that. Also, we finally do have a name here, an Edward Dello. Okay, so installation complete. Did it put something into our program manager? It did indeed. Why is it maximized? Okay, so it put it into a strategic solutions folder, Crosswords Deluxe. So, ASP member, you can evaluate it for 30 days, not now, maybe later. We do have a maximize button, so does it maximize? Oh wow, it actually does. I guess I should have expected that, maybe. Yeah, and it actually resizes properly too. So that's actually really, really forward-thinking for a program like this. Like, it's actually making the crossword grid itself a particular size that kind of makes sense, and then adjusting all the text around it to fit within for all the hints. So that's actually pretty cool. So we've got some options here. We got show all clues, show one clue. Oh, so instead you can just have it show one clue at a time based on where you've clicked on the grid. Okay. And yeah, it looks like you can indeed choose the fonts here. The only fonts we have available are Arial, Courier New, and Times New Roman though. But whatever. Ooh, and it also includes an auto solver, which I'm guessing probably just... I'm guessing is like some kind of cheat or something. I'm not going to click on that just in case. And yeah, it allows you to print them out too. And then we can open puzzle book, save work. So you can save the progress that you've made on a puzzle and come back to it later. We got next page, previous page, and index. So how many puzzles are included with this? Oh wow, it's 25 puzzles for this unregistered version. And it actually keeps track of how much time you've spent on each one of them as well. Interesting. It played a little PC speaker rendition as soon as I went to the About screen, so that was interesting and completely unnecessary. So the funny thing is, I've never actually attempted to fill in like a proper crossword like this before, like one of these giant ones. I'm not going to do the whole thing now, but let's see if we can actually make some kind of progress on this one. It seems that we've got a lot of very basic hints here, so I'm guessing that the actual words that go into place are also pretty simple. But let's see here. So what's one that I think I can answer pretty easily? Well, 53 across is affirmative answer, which I'm going to guess is yes. So I'm guessing what I have to do is I have to punch in... Okay, and it automatically advances as well, so that's kind of neat. So now we know that 46 down is a golf item, which ends with an E. Wouldn't that be the T? So it crosses them off if I have them filled in. I'm guessing it doesn't necessarily mean that I've got it right, just that I have it filled in at all. What's 47 down? 47 down is Bradley and Sullivan. I don't have a clue there. 50 across is headed. A three-letter word related to headed? What? Oh, I think I actually know what 32 down is, just by nature of the fact that it ends with a Y. And it says here irregularity. So what about anomaly? That fits, doesn't it? So that means 50 across is LE something that has to do with headed. Now 42 across here seems to be related to soil. So I think loam is a word that's related to soil that would fit in there. Oh, and I just realized something here too. If you hit the right mouse button, it changes the direction that it automatically places characters in, so that you don't have to constantly click on the next letter. Because I thought for a moment that it was only going in one direction, but no, you can actually change it. Okay, this one's kind of weird right here. You can see that the horizontal clue is 2 P's in, and then a hyphen, and then down is blind as hyphen. But these are both 4 letters long, with answers that are technically 3 letters long. Because it would be 2 peas in a pod and blind as a bat, even though bats aren't blind. But they kind of need the A in there as well for whatever reason. So blind as a bat, even though again, bats are blind, and 2 peas in a pod. So that's kind of a weird way of doing that, but whatever. Okay, and this one's clearly supposed to be Al Pacino and Al Capone, except it's their first name is more than just AL. There's like a third letter. Wouldn't be L, would it? Because that would be all. Oh, hang on a second here. Hang on a second. Take a look at what's going on here, because things are getting crossed out as I'm solving them, but this one didn't get crossed out. So it doesn't cross it out unless you've got it correct. Interesting. Like, I mean, since I'm only off by 1 letter, I can just go through all of them until it finally crosses it out, and then I can figure out what the heck this guy's name is actually supposed to be spelled as. S? It's ALS? Okay. I didn't realize that. Okay, well, there's only one of the 3 Stooges with a name that's only 3 characters long, so that had to be Mo. And then down, personal computer by Apple would be a Mac. And then lube. I guess that would be oil, wouldn't it? And then newspaper officials. Editors? Yep, got that one right. That was actually not that bad. Okay, so all things considered, I'm actually not doing that bad at this, but this is considered an easy puzzle. An easy puzzle. Hate to see how hard this would actually get. In fact, let's actually just quickly... Whoops, I accidentally closed it. Oh well, at least it saved my status, right? So it was automatically saving every step of the way, which is nice. But yeah, let's just quickly take a look at how challenging can get. So in this one here, we have... You know, looking at these hints here, apparently this is supposed to be challenging, but this doesn't actually look like it would be that hard. Like, I mean, it is more hints to have to deal with. And some of these, okay, some of these are, like, really simple hints. Like, you would need to have some kind of, or actually, no, you wouldn't need to have some kind of hint, because that's 13 down, over, and, like, the opposite is under. Okay, that's not it. Okay, so yeah, so maybe it is a little more challenging. So yeah, that was Crosswords Deluxe, a fairly expensive crossword program, but one that runs exceptionally well, works perfectly fine, has a ton of puzzles built in, even for just a demonstration version. Like, yeah, this is easily worth the money they're asking for if crosswords are your thing. And our last dig for today from the Great Codeholio is DOSGAMES /adventure/DIVERD. Maybe it's something called Diver Dan? I don't know, it just seems like it would be the kind of alliteration we'd be going for here. And I don't seem to be doing too bad on the guesses today. Well, we have a diver.bat. What else we got? We've got a whole bunch of files here. Mostly PCX files, which is interesting. There's a readme.bat, the printdoc.bat, readme.doc. I think I'm just going to edit the readme.doc instead of using the batch file and see what we got here. Welcome to DIVERD. I'm on a roll. Or something. Requirements to... Or wait. Hope you enjoy playing the game. Me too. Requirements and instructions to load. You'll need a 286 or better machine with 1.5 meg available on hard disk. Object of the game. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to locate and help get... to locate and help get the island of Dan's... wait. That's the wrong punctuation. Anyway, get the island of Dan's dreams. Just beware the hazards of the deep. If you blow it, we will of course disavow any knowledge of your existence. Why are there 3 extra spaces at the end of that line? Hang on a second. This is called Diver Dan. And apparently we're trying to get to an island of Dan's dreams. Okay. But the arrow keys make Harry move in each direction. So are we playing as a Harry or a Dan? Or a Harry Dan? Or a Dan Harry? I don't know anymore. Wait, what? And this was supposedly called Hot Rod Harry? What is going on here? This says Diver Dan, and this says Hot Rod Harry. Which is it? You know, based on what I was reading in the README, this seems like it was made with some kind of pre-existing game engine. So that makes it easily possible that some shareware vendor was like, let's just rename it and make it our own thing. Because that happened a lot. But yeah, I don't really see... Yeah, don't see anything that... Well, no, there's like the hh1.fmf file there. So that kind of ties into the whole Hot Rod Harry thing. So I guess we're going to find out how it is in a moment. How do I even play this? There's a diver.bat. Let's quickly type that up here. So yeah, QM is the actual program, and then I'm guessing QM21 is the game data? Okay, so let's just run it. Oh. We have this situation again, don't we? Yep, and it's glitching up a bit. And then Control-C does that. Yeah, we've encountered this kind of stuff before, haven't we? Okay, so I should actually point out here that the great Codeholio, the one who made this dig here, said that I might need to use DOSBox X to run this properly, because he's actually the author of DOSBox X. So let's see what happens if I switch into DOSBox X and then start recording from there. Okay, so I'm in DOSBox X now. Got the same stuff here as before, so let's run diverd, see what happens, or just diver. Runtime error. Okay. Integer divide by 0, huh? Okay, maybe I just need to drop the cycles, because sometimes integer divide by 0 errors are related to that. Actually, how do I... I don't actually know how to change the cycle settings when DOSBox X is going. So, give me a moment here. Okay, let's try this again. I've got the cycles turned down, so diver. Really? Really? Oh, it just randomly worked that time. And now is... What? Did it glitch out? What is going on? Okay, one more try. There it goes. Okay, so welcome to Diver Dan. So I don't see any copyright info on this screen, which is not a good sign. But anyways, Diver Dan wants his own island. Can you help him get it? Double question mark. Good luck. Okay, so we got like a graphical adventure kind of thing going on here. And Diver Dan is wearing scuba gear. For some reason I can't really move that far to the left or right. It's only allowing me to move up or down. It's kind of weird. Oh wait, there we go. Okay, so how much does this work like, okay, hitting escape is only a quit thing, so we don't want to do that. Tab gives us an inventory. F1 is a help screen. And we can also see the inventory with F2. And save, start, restore. It's got speed control. Press any alpha key to enter input. Okay, so if I wanted to, like, look around. You are at the seashore somewhere in New Jersey. Okay, so look at ocean. Yeah, oh. So just look is doing that. Okay, so not as complex a command parser as a Sierra game, at least from the looks of it. Okay, so we got boat rentals here. So, can we talk to this guy? Oh. Talk to... man? I don't know. Look. Maybe that'll give us some information here. Why can't I backspace my... That doesn't matter. Usable boat at the dock and a small rental building at the end of the boardwalk. Can I do rent boat? Only thing this guy will take for his boat, the only one around, would be a fortune in jewels. Okay. A fortune in jewels to rent a boat. Oh. That doesn't seem like a very good deal to me. I guess we could try going into some of these shops here. Can we do open door? Which door do you want to open? The one I'm standing in front of. What kind of a Sierra-style adventure are you trying to pull here? So I'm trying to figure out how to type this one in. Souvenir door. Okay, that actually worked. I was about to start complaining about things for a second. There's a lot of weird stuff in here. Also, the ceiling looks like it's glitching. Maybe that's intentional? Still looks weird. So if we look around in here... Wait, really? Okay, the look command was working perfectly for the first couple screens. Now all of a sudden that we're in a shop, the look command is like, I do not understand. Okay. Get this. If we go... Oh wait, I need to go outside. Okay, at least I understood that. Okay, so out here, if we type in, look around. You are at the seashore somewhere in New Jersey. Okay. If we type look, literally anything, you are at the seashore somewhere in New Jersey. If we type look, you are at the seashore somewhere in New Jersey. I trust I'm getting to a point here. So now, open souvenir door. So that we go back inside, right? If we type look, it says I do not understand. We type look anything, I do not understand. If we type look around, you are in the souvenir shop, there's an old lady behind the counter, the most interesting stuff is on the wall. There is no consistency here as to what it's accepting as input. Okay, talk to lady. She says the island belongs to her. She also says the only way she will give it up would be a trade for 2 new artifacts and $500,000! Double exclamation mark. Okay, so what about the souvenirs? Can we look at the wall? The wall has many rare papers, wills, deeds, charts, photos, etc. Okay then. I guess I can't really do much in here, so I'm gonna go back outside because walking out the door physically just doesn't make sense in a graphically created game. Anyways, open. That's very weird how no matter what you type in, you're not allowed to backspace the first character you input. That's just very weird. Open Mike's door. Okay. So Mike's Junk Foods Incorporated. So if we look, you are inside the world's worst fast food restaurant. Oh boy. So can we like order food? You don't have any money. Well, good. Actually, forget the diving stuff store. Let's just check out the back alley here. Okay, we got like a storage locker place. And then if we go off this way, we've got nothing. And if we go off the other way, we have something. We've got what looks to be money in a trash bin. Well, this doesn't have ominous written all over it. So if we look around, they're in the alley behind the boardwalk stones. There's a trash can here with a bag with $300 in it. just because, you know, when you're on an island, you just throw your money out in a trash bin. Why not? So can we get the money? This will finance your search. Hey, we actually got $300. In like the most improbable way possible. Ooh, we actually got a casino in this game. Casino Broco. I see what they're going with this. So if we open the door and go inside the roulette room, chips only. Wait, I don't have chips, so can we even do this? Can we play roulette? Will it let us? You must have chips to place a bet. Well, how the heck do I get chips? Oh, hey, wait a minute. I can actually, like, normally it's not allowing you to leave the boardwalk, but I can leave the boardwalk there for some reason. Okay. What? It's like there's, like, special collision so that you can move off the boardwalk a certain distance horizontally, but there's no, like, up or down to it at all. Man, there's some weirdness with this game. Oh, goody. Now we have a screen where both look and look around don't work. Consistency is not present here. So that was Diver Dan, also potentially known as Hot Rod Harry, or maybe Hot Rod Harry was some other game made by the same developer using the same engine, and they just sort of copy and pasted their README details or something. In any case, it's using a game engine that kind of mimics the Sierra style, where you had both the graphics and the text parser, although this seems to be more heavily emphasized on the text parser than the graphics. Because, like, I mean, when I was in front of these doors, like, there's 3 doors, I can stand in front of any of them, but if I say open door, it asks me which door I want to open. So I'm going to guess that, like, if I was, like, way over here, and was like, open Mike's door. Oh, it actually does detect if you're close enough to the things. I was about to say, does it even bother checking? Apparently it does. But yeah, that was Diver Dan, possibly maybe also known as Hot Rod Harry, although probably not. Probably just an older project by the same developers. It's interesting, but I think what's more interesting is the fact that now we know that we can actually get some of these old adventure games working that weren't working before. Because I think this is like the 3rd or 4th time we've run into a game that's using this particular game engine, and we haven't been able to run them until now. So because there's been over 200 episodes of a show, I'm not about to go through and watch all of the past episodes to figure out where those malfunctions were. So as time goes on, if any of you catch a failed dig that seems to be like this particular game engine, like that whole issue with the starting it up and everything, let me know, because then I can add it back into the digs list and figure out, like, if we can get this stuff working and see more of these janky graphical / text adventures that work sort of and also sort of not. But yeah, I guess there's not much more to say about this one.